walls of Wingate from the age of 3 until her graduation at 18. During her time in Wingate, her favourite A-levels were English literature, biology and psychology, though she never was very good at chemistry. Following her graduation from Wingate, she ventured to the UK to study law at Aston University in Birmingham, where she achieved a first-class honours degree. Her academic prowess was matched by her professional ambition, leading to an internship at Microsoft and a coveted spot on a graduate scheme at Goldman Sachs. Over a decade, she grew her career globally, negotiating millions in revenue through managing relationships with banks across Europe and Asia. But her journey wasn't without its challenges. She was known at school as shy, yet rebellious and studious. It was her curiosity and determination that drove her to excel in diverse fields. Today, our speaker is the founder of a financial well-being consultancy dedicated to helping people manage and grow their finances. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance, curiosity, and staying true to one's own values. She has transitioned from a student at Wingate to a successful global professional and entrepreneur, and her journey is truly inspiring. Please join me in welcoming back into Wingate School our esteemed keynote speaker for today's graduation ceremony, Sanam Balani.
Hello everyone, good evening, remarkable class of 2024, proud parents and esteemed teachers. I'm honored to be with you, to be here with you today for your graduation from one of the finest schools in Tenerife. Truth be told, I've given many speeches on large stages to big companies, but when Miss Duncan, or Imogen, you know what, I still call her Miss Duncan, it's been 10 years, so Dee Dee, we do come back. When she asked me to come here, this is what made me the most nervous, because this is where my story started. Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it, no big deal, just 3 stories. The first story is about staying curious. In my second year of university, I went to Aston to study law. I was tapped on the shoulder by the dean of my law school, who recommended that I apply for a business internship to get some work experience under my belt, as legal internships were very competitive, and I didn't have any. I felt hurt that I couldn't get any legal work experience, but I was also curious about other industries. My curiosity led me to build relationships with a hiring manager at one of the largest tech companies in the world, and I secured a placement at Microsoft. Once that ended, and I returned to university, now in love with business and confused because I was studying law, I opened my arms to all graduate schemes and companies and started a career at an investment bank on Wall Street in New York. This led me to grow businesses in London, Poland, India, and Singapore, and even being selected to build a startup with Asia's largest early-stage investor. I share this because at no point did I think I knew enough to be an expert that stayed in one place. Every opportunity, both in my career and in relationships, came from asking thoughtful questions, listening to what was unsaid, and taking myself a little less seriously. I'm clicking pages. My second story is about having micro goals. There will come a time when people ask you for your 5-year or your 10-year plan, and like most of your faces right now, I never knew how to answer that question. With advanced technologies like AI and complex social media algorithms and blockchain and cryptocurrencies and everything else, the world is moving too fast to know what we're doing next week, let alone 5 years from now. My restlessness, however, disappeared when I met a mentor who said, Sanam, it's not about what you do that takes you to where you want to be, but about the values you live by that will make the journey more fun. And so I thought deeply about my guiding values, how much integrity mattered to me, which is, doing the right thing, how much I loved adventure and traveling, and how much connecting with people made my day. As long as I said yes to opportunities aligned with those values and reviewed them every 6 months, I knew I was making the right decisions. viewing my goals every 6 months, not 5 years, not 10 years, which is what many people ask for, allowed me to get more done that I truly enjoyed. My third and final story is about passion and profit. I remember being in your shoes, thinking I had to pick a degree and a job that paid the most money, one that increased my earning potential from the outset. What I didn't know, and wish I knew, is that it matters much more that you enjoy what you do, not how much you get paid at the start of your journey. Enjoying your work will keep you winning at your own game in the long term, and your own game is the only one that matters. It took me many years to learn that finding something you're passionate about doesn't mean earning less money. Passion and profit are not mutually exclusive, as we may have learned in one of Mr. Finney's classes. It is possible to make money and do what you love. So in the words of Nelson Mandela, renowned activist, may our choices reflect our hopes, not our fears. I've always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin a new chapter of your lives, I wish that for you. So class of 2024, I believe in you. Thank you all very much.